Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. I've been waiting all day long for FedEx to show up, and they didn't show, so I said, that's it, I'm not waiting any longer. Now, I have some questions and answers to give to you guys, and I figured I would take it out on the road, ride, and then read it off of my cell phone. But you know what? First off, I can't see it half the time because it's too bright. Let me turn this off. It's too bright out here, and I didn't want to use old footage again. I wanted some fresh footage. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to ride and talk as I normally do. If I get bored, I'll just ride and use that footage for the for questions and answers. How's that? I don't know how long it will last. Our Q&As usually last about 45 minutes to an hour, but we didn't have that many questions this time. So maybe all you really need to do is see the footage. But I figured I might as well talk through this. If it turns into a decent video, we'll just have to hold off on the questions and answers until another time. So I would have thought the kids are out by now from school, but here it is. What time is it now? 2:46. There's only 2 kids playing soccer out there. So are they still in school, or the kids just don't want to go out at 2:45 in the afternoon? Don't know. Since 2 kids are out, I would tend to think the school should be done. Otherwise, those kids are playing hooky. Hooky. Did you play hooky when you were a kid? I've never played hooky as a kid. Yeah. I've always made it to classes. I've never missed a class. Yeah, I was one of those good kids, you know. So yeah, I was there all the time. Never late. I was a patrol boy too. You know what a patrol boy is? It's the guys that stand outside and make sure that other kids can cross the streets without getting killed. Yeah, I was that in grade school. Yeah, we got this little orange belt, crossing guard belt that we wore. And then when it was cold during the winter, they would let all the patrol boys come in, and then they'd give us hot chocolate before we went off to class. And I think at the end of the year, they took us all to a Cubs game. Yeah. See, isn't that nice? So, now you may say boys, patrol boys, there were no girls. Yeah, there was patrol girls too. More boys than girls, though, did that. But yeah, they had patrol girls. So I have a bike coming in on Friday, but I'm gonna tell them to hold off on that one. I'm going to make them delivered on Monday instead. I have a lunch appointment date with 2 of my high school friends, one of which I see every quarter of the year. We always get together for lunch dates. It's 2 of my high school friends, my brother and me. I told you guys this before. But another one of my friends is coming in from out of town. We see him at the reunions. He usually comes in for the 10-year reunions that we have. And so he happens to be in town, so my friend said, hey, let's all get together for lunch. So I'm meeting 2 of those guys plus myself for lunch. And so I can't be around for the signature for the bike that's supposed to be coming in on Friday. So we'll push it off to Monday. It's okay. 2 of the other bikes have already come in. So I already built those together. They're all ready to go to try out and do reviews for them. I had a chance to already ride the 2, and I'll tell you that both of them do very well. And I can't disclose too much about it, but one of them did a lot better than I thought it might be. Not that I was expecting it to be bad. I'm just saying certain aspects of it I kind of said, well, I don't know how well I'll do with this bike. So you kind of know what that means, right? What do I not do well with? Yep. So, yeah, I did pretty well with it. Yeah. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you don't watch the Russ is Right channel long enough, right? You got to watch the videos. So hit that subscribe button and watch the videos. So anyway, 2 bikes are in. One's coming on probably Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on how FedEx decides to handle the I guess you would call it a vacation hold. It's the only way to delay your package from showing up. And then the Magicycle Deer Mini will eventually show up, but that's probably going to be closer towards the end of June. Yeah, it's on the boat. It's heading to the U.S. So we don't expect that one anytime soon. But it was interesting to see the results of how many people watched that particular video of the announcement of the Deer Mini, and yeah, I can kind of see there's definitely interest in this particular bike, because I can tell from, you know, when people watch the video, I can kind of tell popularity based on how many people watch it based on the hour of the day. And yeah, it did pretty well. So it seems 20-inch wheel bikes step-through models are, in fact, wow, it's a nice Porsche. You call it Porsche or Porsche? Most people call it Porsche. Seems like a lot of people like that smaller size and a step-through. Yeah. So now you add the rear suspension, it becomes even better, right? Oh, here's an interesting thing. Yeah, I had somebody comment recently saying that the Russ is Right channel is becoming more commercialized. Yeah, it always was. It always was. I think ever since the e-bikes came along, it always became a commercialized type of thing, because yeah, bikes are coming in. Yeah, there's nothing nothing I can really do to stop that, other than not take them in. But then it'd be kind of a boring channel, I think, if we did that. But here's what I find, that, you know, if you're looking to buy an e-bike, you're interested in those reviews, right? But if you've already bought your bike, all of a sudden you have no more interest in watching the reviews. I'm gonna have to turn away from this thing. They got construction going on ahead here. Let me see if there's a way to get around it. Let's try this street. So yeah, so you tend to say, okay, I'm no longer interested in that, move on and do some other videos. The thing is, though, the channel has to do a little bit of both. It's got to be able to. Can I turn down here? Let's try here. It's got to be able to make you happy, because now that you've got your bike, you want to see other topics, not necessarily a review topic. But then you have to remember too, there's a lot of new people who are still looking to buy their bikes. So if all I did was ride bikes and don't do any type of commercialized stuff like you know, showing you new bikes or telling you about sales that are going on, then I'm not doing a service to those people either. So you have to kind of remember, I gotta do both, right? I also had people say that there's too many commercials now. Yeah, well, I don't have that much control over that. I guess if you do have control of it, I could turn off all the commercials. Yeah, then I'd be doing all these videos for free, and yeah, I don't want to do that either. You know, really, I mean, if you think about it, the support financially, of course, helps keep things driven. So, I mean, you go to work, you get paid, right? If someone says, you know, hey, that's not good, you should do this for free, do all your work for free and don't get paid, I don't think you do it either. Yeah, it's just the reality of it. I mean, I tell you guys how it is. I don't pull any punches. So yeah, the commercials are going to have to run. I don't dictate the length of the commercials or the type of commercials or anything. I know on YouTube you can do that. You could go in there and actually tell them when to run your commercials, and I could make it so that you can't skip it. I could do all sorts of stuff. But I don't do that. I just let YouTube make the decision as to what they're going to show, when they're going to show it, when they're going to cut it, how long it's going to be. I don't touch it. I just let them do it. There's just too many other things to worry about at this point than having to worry about that type of thing. So So yeah, it is commercialized in that sense. You will see commercials and you will see product reviews and the like. So, well, here's an interesting thing too, though. You know, manufacturers have asked me how much do I charge to make a video for them. I don't charge them anything. I don't take any money from them. All I ever tell them is, you send the bike to me to do the review, and I don't send it back. I get to keep it. All right, that is what I charge essentially. Now, this is basically what happens for most of the influencers anyways, but there are some influencers who'll say, you send me the bike and then send me an extra $500 or send me an extra $1,000 and then I'll do it. I don't do that. I don't ask for money. What I will ask for, though, is I will ask for a second battery. I have done that to almost every company lately who sends me a request for e-bike review. And I explained to them why I do it, just like I told you guys. I want to take the bike out more often than just the one review. I want to be able to ride the bike and then make daily videos. I mean, I'm not going to do every single day with their bike. I've got too many other bikes. But as you know, I try to rotate the bikes so that, so that we have some variety on the channel too. So you can see me riding new bikes, old bikes, whatever. Because of that, that's why so many bikes are still hanging around the house. Although my wife says sell some of these things off, I just can't do it, because if I do that, then I don't have the variety to ride and show you guys. So I know eventually the bikes will have to go. I just don't know when that will be. That's all. I mean, if the companies were to drop a model, let's say Magicycle or whoever drops a model and says we're not making this model anymore, then in that case, then I would say, all right, it's time to sell that model off. But of course, when you do that, then the price goes down because it's no longer a recent model, right? So if I wanted to make a lot of money, I do the review and sell it off right away. But I don't do that. So I do hold on to stuff at the demise of my own financial situation if I were to sell it off earlier. So just know that I do the best I can, and sometimes people will be happy with the decisions and sometimes people won't, right? It's just the way it is. Same thing in anything else in life. No matter how good you think you do, somebody doesn't like how you're doing it. Now, I don't think he was criticizing it too much. He did say, you know, he liked the videos and the like. He's just making an observation. So thank you for your observation, but that's the reasoning. All right. What else? Is there anything else new I can tell you guys? All right, we're gonna have to stop here. Yeah, there's a car coming, but he ended up turning. Yes, I do stop at stop signs when I do see the potential danger. Otherwise, I will roll through, as you know. So now you might be asking, why aren't you riding the deer? Yeah, we all wonder that. No, I'm still trying to get the batteries of the other bikes back in shape, giving it a better chance to survive over the long winter. And as you know, like I mentioned, many of my bikes have two batteries. I got to take, this is not just to exercise the bike, but also to exercise the battery. This bike, the Cruiser, I took out a couple times, but I have two batteries. So what's on here now is the 20 amp hour version battery. This is the one that normally would come on the Cruiser Pro. Although this is a standard Cruiser, as you might know, I've modified this bike. It's got the hydraulic brakes on it that Magicycle gave me, and it's got the 20 amp hour battery on it. So it's kind of like a Cruiser Pro wannabe. But yeah, I've got to move this battery around a little bit too. I've got to give it a little exercise. Yeah, the deer will come up soon. You know, the deer was one of the more recent bikes that was given, so it's had its chance of exercise on the batteries already. So I'm kind of like letting that lay low and let some of these other other bikes get a chance to get out there and exercise those batteries. This is the problem of having two batteries, is that you don't want to just like get a battery and then just like never use it. I don't think that's good for it either. But you have a responsibility if once you have that second battery to kind of swap the batteries out every now and then. Yeah, kids fishing out here. You gotta swap them out and just use the other battery. So I tend to swap them. I did the same thing when I had my cameras, when I was doing wedding photography and teaching digital photography. Is I would swap my camera batteries back and forth so they had equal amount of usage. I would suggest you do that as well. If you have two batteries, you know, don't just use one and never use the other one. So anyway, I'm just riding the circuit here. All right. Anything else new that I could tell you while I'm out? Nope. The bikes came in. One bike's coming in. I think that's really all that's really new. So let me ask you this, now that you guys are probably back out on your bikes at this point, I mean, if you haven't been on your bike yet, then what are you waiting for? You should be out there riding. Getting back from the winter months, did you find it difficult to get back on the bike? Or did you just jump right on and you were pretty good? All right, we'll have to hit her with the bell here. Was it easy for you to jump on and go, or did you struggle a little bit? Now I know that even when I first started riding again, after years and years of not being on the bike, I didn't go that fast initially. Yeah, everything felt like I was going way fast. I mean, 12 miles an hour felt like I was going way too fast. Not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. So, yeah, how did you do coming back from winter months? I know some of you guys have said too that that you just got your bikes, which is good, congratulations, and you're just starting up on riding a bike again. How are you doing with it? Put a comment, let me know. It's always interesting to hear from you guys as far as your own experiences. I mean, you guys hear from me all the time. Yeah, put some comments. I mean, the comments are actually a little community too. I know that many of our subscribers actually read the comments because they'll respond to your comments too. And sometimes if I can't answer something, some of them will jump in and help answer it. So, yeah, somebody asked if there was a forum of where he could ask questions and get answers for it. And I said, well, just put your questions inside the video. I mean, I answer as much as I can, and then whatever I can't do, the other guys will jump in. Yeah, it's a good community. People are willing to help others. And those who aren't willing and they're just trolls, well, we get rid of those guys, as you know. We just delete them out of there, right? So yeah, don't worry about it. Just put your questions in the videos, even if it doesn't 100% relate to that topic. It's okay. I do see those more than anywhere else. You know, don't put it on Facebook Messenger. Don't put the comments there on the Facebook thing, because I really don't look at it much. I used to, not anymore. The Instagram thing I use just as for announcements. You know, sometimes the manufacturers ask me to put announcement that they got a sale going on or something like that. So they kind of expect that YouTubers will have some type of Instagram or Facebook presence. So that's why I maintain those things, but I don't like answering the questions there, because I don't really look at it. I just post the stuff up there, and then I don't really look at it ever again. So if you post your questions there, I probably won't see them. Or if I do see them, it's so old that it's not even worth answering anymore. So, yeah, post them into regular regular comment sections inside the video, even if it doesn't relate to that particular video. I'm okay with that. Okay. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.